In the shadows of the Marvel Universe's mutant saga lies one of its most calculating and enigmatic figures, Gideon. Debuting in New Mutants number 98, 1991, created by Fabian, Nicieza, and Rob Liefeld, Gideon was introduced during a transformative period for Marvel's X-Line, at the dawn of the 90s era of extreme aesthetics and complex conspiracies. Though he initially appeared to be just another wealthy mutant power player, it soon became clear that Gideon was far more than a businessman. He was an immortal mutant with centuries of experience manipulating history from behind the scenes. Born in Spain over 500 years ago, Gideon discovered his mutant abilities in the 15th century after contracting the Black Plague. While others around him died, Gideon's latent X gene activated, granting him immortality and the ability to mimic the powers and skills of anyone near him. Unlike typical power-copying mutants, Gideon could replicate multiple abilities at once and retain them for extended periods, making him a formidable combatant and strategist. This unique mutation allowed him to survive through centuries, amassing vast wealth, influence, and a ruthless understanding of how to bend the world to his advantage. By the modern day, Gideon had become a high-ranking member of the Externals, a secret cabal of immortal mutants who sought to shape the course of history for their own gain. Using his corporate empire, Ofra Industries, as both a front and a weapon, Gideon operated at the intersection of big business, politics, and mutant affairs. His charm, intelligence, and apparent benevolence masked a cold and calculated nature. He saw people as pieces on a chessboard, tools to be used in service of his long-term goals. Gideon's first major storyline came when he inserted himself into the life of X-Force leader Cable and his young protégés. Believing that the young mutant Sunspot was destined to play a critical role in the future, Gideon befriended and mentored him, all while secretly manipulating events to suit his own agenda. This placed him in frequent conflict with X-Force, the New Mutants, and other mutant factions who recognized the danger in his brand of subtle control. As a member of the Externals, Gideon's ambitions often clashed with other immortals, such as Kandra and Saul. He thrived in this web of betrayal, alliances, and double dealings, always willing to adapt his plans to changing circumstances. Though he preferred strategy over direct combat, his power-mimicking abilities made him dangerous in a fight, allowing him to replicate mutant powers like telepathy, super strength, or energy projection on demand. In the mid-1990s, Gideon's prominence faded somewhat as other storylines took center stage, but he remained a lurking presence in Marvel's mutant world. His occasional appearances in X-Force and Cable comics reminded readers that his reach extended far beyond any one plotline. While some Externals were eventually killed off, Gideon's immortality made him notoriously difficult to remove from the game entirely. The character saw a resurgence in later years, re-emerging in modern X-Men stories with a renewed focus on his role as a manipulator of history. His return reinforced his status as one of the most patient and long-sighted villains in Marvel lore. Gideon's unique combination of centuries-long perspective, corporate power, and superhuman adaptability positioned him as a threat not just to the X-Men, but to the entire mutant race, often working toward goals that would only bear fruit decades or even centuries in the future. Gideon remains one of Marvel's more underrated antagonists, a reminder that not all threats to mutant kind come in the form of rampaging sentinels or world-ending cosmic entities. Sometimes the most dangerous enemies are the ones who work quietly in the background, shaping events while the heroes are too busy fighting on the front lines to notice. In a world where power often belongs to those who can wait the longest, Gideon's immortality ensures that his game is never truly over.